The element that makes us intrinsically human is our capacity to empathize with other people's stories and experiences, and being able to relate to the associated qualities and emotions that all individuals express. Anthony Doerr's All the Light We Cannot See and George Orwell's 1984 are no exception, with both authors bringing insight to the anomalous behavior that can be found within humans through the actions of the characters within the novels. Therefore, as we unpack the anomalies found in the texts, look for how the authors are challenging their readers to explore the morality of the individual and collective experiences the characters face, demonstrating the countless ways that people can react to different human experiences. The human experience of vacillation is present in All the Light We Cannot See, where Doerr expresses cognitive dissonance through Werner's constant guilt and remorse during his time at Schulpforta. Werner reassures himself that what he is doing is right through Dr. Hauptmann's statement, "We live in exceptional times," but his memory of Jutta questions the ethics of what he's involved in, breeding doubt within himself, slipping in like eels. The use of a simile of eels negatively connotates the doubts that are invading his mind, that they shouldn't be there. The anomalous thoughts continually stream through his consciousness, and even though Werner prompts himself that he is succeeding, being loyal, and being what everyone agrees is good, there is an inherent sense within him that he is betraying something. The triple emphasizes Doerr's purpose of challenging the reader to observe Werner's human experience of indecision, and to question the morality of obeying something that he feels is about to devour them all. Doerr also includes the human experience of being virtuous through the character of Frederick from his display of outward anomalous behavior when he publicly refuses to conform to the immoral practices at Schulpforta. All the cadets are exposed to the same experience of dumping water on the prisoner, but Frederick pours it onto the ground. Again he sloshes it onto the ice, and once more pours the water onto the ground. The triple accentuates Frederick's anomalous motivation to do good, by willing to reap the consequences through following what he believes is right, contrasting the acts of dehumanization taking place at Schulpforta. Werner is stirred by this, seeing his best friend disobey the Nazis, while he still follows the crowd and does his duty. Doerr's decision for Frederick to resist the bandwagon effect can challenge the reader, questioning whether Frederick is really the weakest, or if he is the strongest of them all when it comes to the human experience of standing up for what you believe in. Similarly, in 1984, Orwell uses Winston's anomalous rebellion against the party to address the human experience of exhibiting individuality, and the ethical issue of denying humans of this. All throughout the novel, Winston attempts to assert his individual nature against the collective identity that the party forces him to adopt. In his private diary, he states that he is a lonely ghost, uttering a truth that nobody would ever hear. Orwell's use of metaphor highlights Winston's anomalous presence within society, and their inability to perceive the truth that Winston is exposed to. He witnesses the immorality of the party's actions through his job at the Ministry of Truth, which motivates him to lead a life of individuality against Big Brother until he is eventually caught and stripped of his humanity. Frederick from All the Light We Cannot See shares a common experience with Winston, using his strong moral compass to inspire his own acts of individuality, until he is beaten so savagely that he spends the rest of his life as an invalid. Therefore, Winston is a construct used by Orwell to show how a society that is blind to moral corruption fundamentally eradicates individuality, communicating a powerful message to his readers about the ethical implications of preventing the human experience of being true to yourself. Orwell uses the character of Julia to represent the human experiences of pure sexuality, cunningness, and survival, those of which are considered anomalous in Oceania. Julia recognizes that the immoral party must come to its end, but only through deliberate disobedience would this ever take place. Through her and Winston's illegal love affair, their embrace had been a battle. It was a blow struck against the party. Orwell's decision for Julia to maintain a facade of orthodoxy, seen by her involvement in the Anti-Sex League and her outward hatred towards Emmanuel Goldstein, ironically contrasts her anomalous motivation in bringing down the party. In ways, she shares similarities with Werner from All the Light We Cannot See, through their superficial conformity, while in reality they themselves are the anomalies within society that question the morality of what they are involved in. Orwell's expression of anomalous behavior through Julia is vital in communicating the human experiences of survival, cunningness, and pure sexuality, and how suppressing these fundamental qualities brings about ethical concerns that question the freedom that individuals can exhibit in society. Through this in-depth analysis, both All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr and 1984 by George Orwell give extended insight into the anomalous nature of human behavior and motivations. Both authors use third-person limited as a tool, intended for readers to see what the characters see, to touch what they touch, to observe the world from their point of view. It exercises our ability to take on their perspectives or opinions that may be different from our own, illuminating the anomalies in the behaviors of themselves and the ones around them as the story progresses. Both novels challenge their readers to explore the moral values found within the individual and collective human experiences through their characters, but I feel that George Orwell's novel 1984 drives its plot around the anomalous behavior of the main characters and therefore is more effective in my personal reflection on how I might have responded had I been in the characters' shoes.